We're at the Milnerton Racing Stables chatting to Peter Wrensch about his card of runners at Hollywood Bets Durbanville on Saturday the 17th of August. Peter, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure, Robin. Nice to see you. We've got a lovely day and some sunshine.
Absolutely.
Makes a change.
Let's hope we finally manage to get to the race courses. Okay, you've got 3 runners on the day, starting in race 7, the 2,000 metre Cape Sea Stakes. You're sending out Mellis Strength. This one's come to you from the Crawford Ricks Yard, and one for you first time out at Durbanville over the 1,400. So you're stepping him up to the 2,000 metres here. What are you hoping for?
He's a Silvano, so should get the trip. He gave me the impression before he won over 1,400 that he's a horse that's going to go a little bit further. He's also very mature. He's only a 4-year-old, and Silvanos tend to come a little bit later. His work's been good. He loves his work, which is obviously the most important facet, despite the fact that some of the mornings have been exceptionally cold and extremely difficult to try and get work done. About 10 days ago, the dam overflowed onto the inside track, so we haven't been able to really work the horses for a full 1,200 or even a 1,400. You work for 400 meters around the turn, then you have to pull them up, walk through 30 centimeters deep water for about 100 meters, and then you've got about 500 meters to go after that. So it's not ideal, but we've managed to work around it. He's very, very well. As I said, he loves his work, so I expect a good run from him. The problem is the handicapper bumped him 13 points. He won off a 60. He beat a hard knocker, like Apache Chief of Eric Sands. Arbitration, who is an unexposed horse, is probably highly rated by the Snake stable and maybe a very good horse in time. But at this stage, it's unproven. So to give him 13 points, I felt was a little bit harsh. There's a mile on the same day. The mile, I just thought he was a little bit overmatched, and 2,000 maybe a little bit more easy for him. They go a little bit slower pace and give him a chance to settle into the race and we're able to learn something more. I'm expecting a good run from him, but it's a very, very competitive field. Of the 10 runners, I think every single horse has form.
Then race 8, the 1250 class 5 for fillies and mares. You've got stablemates Summer Fling and Black Path. Summer Fling comes in with the 52 kilos and Josh Solomon's on board. First time out of Durbanville.
Correct.
And then Black Path didn't get the best of the draws as well. 10 draws Xavier Carstens, but does have the 52.5. So just dropping down to the 1250. What are you hoping for from these two?
First, I'm hoping to get a run with them. Between the two of them, they've had 7 race meetings cancelled. So that's why Summer Fling has been with me for 6 weeks and hasn't had a run, because every time their race, the class 5, has been cancelled. It's a 1250, as you can see, and basically it's to try and give them a gallop and get that under the belt, because I've got them in again next week on the 21st in a 1,400, which will be more to their liking, but I need to get them going somewhere. We haven't been able to gallop. If we were going to gallop, we had to go to Durbanville last week, and I believe the fog was up, so it wasn't ideal. So the horses are fit. They may not be racing sharp, but they're fit, and this 1,200 will be a bit of a test. Unfortunately, draw 9 and 10. You've got it against you, especially at 1,200, they'll go quite quickly. So we'll ride them accordingly. If they go very quickly, we'll just try to slot them in and hope they run on. But hopefully it's a run that brings them on. And then the 1,400 next week, Wednesday, would be more to their liking.